believe you should be able to hear me now. I think my audio is working finally. Hello. Okay, a friend of mine is currently verifying whether or not I'm audible at all. I believe you should be able to hear me now. Okay, great. Okay, it looks like, it's been confirmed. I am in fact live. And you can hear me. Glorious. Well, welcome to the stream, everyone. I do not know how many people are in the chat just yet, so I am gonna make sure I have a way to monitor the chat. This is a very different medium to that of the video essay. I'm already learning a lot of new things and new affordances that I've not been privy to before. So, yes, well, I suppose let me begin by saying I am, yes, very new to streaming. I am very excited to begin this journey with you. I think this is going to be a kind of I think an exciting playthrough in that I have myself have not actually extensively played Dark Souls 2. I have started it once, but that was years ago. My memory of it is quite lacking at this point, and additionally, a lot of it was I was assisted by a friend of mine who basically beat the first third of the game for me, and as a result I didn't get to really process anything that was happening, and everything was very quick and monotonous, and I just did not understand what was even happening around me. So I functionally don't remember anything that I did. So that's my experience with Dark Souls 2. I've played Dark Souls 3, I've played Dark Souls 1 multiple times at this point, but for some reason, well, perhaps because of the very negative discourse surrounding the game, I myself have never gotten to it. And just recently, we had a poll on this channel to see what game I'm going to play next, because, well, so far this has been a fairly From Software-oriented channel, so my voting came down to Dark Souls 2, Elden Ring, and Dead Space. I've had some recommendations for it. Well, even though Elden Ring got a few more votes, I was convinced by some of the commenters about the utility of starting Dark Souls 2 before Elden Ring, and honestly thinking about it, playing Elden Ring first and then going to Dark Souls 2 sounds like such a dreadful experience. Just going from the insane quality of that game to, from what I hear, not quality of Dark Souls 2. So you can tell there's immediately a negative attitude that I have towards the game, and that's probably been shaped, again, culturally for me, and I'm going to really try to put that bit behind myself and actually appreciate the game from as neutral of a standpoint as I possibly can. Alright, so on that note, I believe I'm going to start the character creation, but just before that, I need to make sure that I have a way to see the chat, and I don't know where my phone went. Excuse me, guys. I have a friend here with me who is assisting me for the stream. So far, no one's really in the chat, which is good. Okay, never mind. Got my phone. All is well. I got my everything set up, and yes, all right. On that positive note, I should go ahead and begin. Yes. For a second, I thought my controller wasn't working, and I would have had to restart the stream another time. Okay, I think we're fine. Okay, so this game may have been excited probably. Okay, whatever. We are gonna go past that. So for this playthrough, I'm hoping to connect a lot of, I guess, scholarly lenses to my work, to this playthrough, and I'm intending to get a lot of research out of this. Yes, okay. Yes, hello dislike button. I appreciate your comments earlier. Yes, I am hoping to use this playthrough as a way to gain insight into the game before I write my essay on Dark Souls 2, which will then enable me to get a holistic insight on the whole Dark Souls trilogy, to then maybe make an essay on the third game, and then on all of them together. I also hope to make this into a kind of a, I guess, YouTube series. Besides just the streams, I'm going to hopefully edit down the videos and make them into more easily digestible, quicker content with just the highlights. But for those of you that are here, I'm very happy to have you join. Alright, so as you can see, I have a new game option and continue option. Well, that is because I was trying to exit Dark Souls 2, and in doing so, for some reason it began a new game, and I had to shut off the computer and all that, and so classic stuff. I'm gonna begin a new game. The continue button doesn't do anything, so we're gonna begin a new game. All right. So saving data. Do not power off the PC. Cool. All right. This is a first time. No,
perhaps
kind of first time.
You've seen it. Maybe in a dream. A murky, forgotten land.
Let me know if you can hear the game audio well. If you can't, there's a problem. Oh, I do like that. Oh my gosh. Wow. I did not remember this. Okay, sick.
A place where souls may mend your ailing mind.
I wonder if that was supposed to be us.
You will lose everything.
Very excited for this place.
The symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness.
So I don't know to what degree Dark Souls 2 lore is connected to the first or the third
past,
game.
Your future.
But I am
your very
gonna try to
light.
connect them. Oh, I like that. Oh gosh, okay. Like very waxy.
None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls. A hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake.
Sure looks like an Orlando.
Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why.
Cool. I mean, that's just beautiful. Wow. I really like this kind of very gothic vibe. All these old ruins under a gray sky. Very pleasant. Okay. Don't know how much I should be talking during the cinematic. Feels a little disrespectful if I'm being honest. But oh well. Cool. So I'm guessing that's the Drang Lake gate just opened. And we're... Okay, so she just described us opening the gate.
Drawn to a flame.
We're just at the gate right now.
Your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time.
I'm sure it'll not make sense by the end of the game either.
For that is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
I mean, that was really cool. I really enjoyed just the really kind of dark imagery already setting the tone for the rest of the game. I was hoping for this kind of vibe in, I guess, Dark Souls 3 a bit more. I was recently playing Dark Souls 1 and I got a very, I guess, classic dark fantasy feel from that game, and that was delightful. And I guess I'm maybe hoping that we get a little bit of that as well in here. And by that I mean just sort of minimalist dark fantasy. But yeah, wait, am I a character? Did I choose this? Well, this is already very different to what I imagined. I wonder if I perhaps skipped something. Seems a little strange to start off immediately with a character. Perhaps they'll get customization options in a second. That would make sense. No, that'd be weird. What? I can't select like being a woman or anything? I mean, that wasn't my plan, but this doesn't feel like a Souls moment. Oh, I should probably look around. I thought those were like the everlasting trees, but I guess we're in a cave. I'm guessing we fell down the whirlpool and are now in some almost other world, like below the world. Cool. Wow. Wow, my vertical sensitivity is non-existent, you guys. I just need to fix that. Hope y'all don't mind. Oh wow, that's so different. That's a very wide inventory. Oh, kind of like it. Game options, screen options. Okay, let's get some things attuned first. If someone said anything in the chat, I was not paying attention. That's totally on me. No, looks fairly quiet. Okay, good times. Glorious. Okay, do y'all see the y-axis? Normal y-axis, camera sensitivity. Yes. Okay. I don't know what that means. We'll see. You know what? Actually, no. I won't do this. I think I know what that button does. Okay. Whatever. Let's feel it. It's a little better. The vertical is still really rough. I don't know what's up with that. It's like jarring how rough it is. Oh, I guess that could be because I'm on a controller. Well, I'll learn to live like this. I can see why I thought of the everlasting trees. That sure is one, like from Dark Souls 1. That's my first impression. Okay. Character creation. Perhaps this could be character creation.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse. It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
You're finished. You'll go hollow. Yes, you'll become one of them.
Hollows prey upon men, feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed.
What is your name?
Oh. Okay, well, sick. We are gonna go with wizard. That's all I want. Yes, we're gonna be a wizard this time around. That'll be good. I am certain Wizard is not for me.
At least you know your own name. Here's your reward for sharing. It's a human effigy.
Huh.
Take a closer look.
Like,
Who do you think it's supposed to be?
playing the other games and still encountering
Think
this
back, deep
just doesn't...
into your
Even though I've
past.
played the other ones, it still just tells me nothing.
Yes.
Alright.
It's an effigy of you.
It looks just like me. Okay. Yo, what is this? A powerful individual. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking we're just gonna go with wait, you can... Oh, okay, I see. Okay, okay. The class, swordsman, bandit, cleric, sorcerer, explorer, deprived. I would go through each one. Well, actually, tell you what, let me actually just look at all these before I go ahead and select sorcerer. I mean, oh, I kind of like that Roman vibe there. Swordsman, knight, cool. The cleric is kind of epic, I'm not gonna lie. I like the cloak. Sorcerer, that's yeah, I don't mind that. I think that's probably what we're gonna end up going with. That's really cool. That's I love the shoulder pauldron he's got there. I wonder what it's made of. Okay. While there's a temptation to do a deprived playthrough, I kind of just want to start with the sorcerer. I don't really want to deprive myself of that experience, so I'm gonna go ahead and select sorcerer from this playthrough. I usually don't do kind of magic builds. In fact, I tend to do strength builds. However, with this whole channel thing, I've been thinking more about the possibility of, well, I guess, yeah, trying out magical builds. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. And I can see there are 5 people in the chat right now. That's kind of epic. Whoever it is right now that's joined recently. How's your day going, guys? You know, I'd love to talk as we're playing this game. This isn't just, you know, me talking to the void, hopefully. Yeah, how are y'all doing today? Okay, yeah, let's select gift. Whoever's joining late, I've played this game like a little bit in the past, but at this point I just functionally don't remember anything. Okay. Any suggestions for the gifts? I might do a life ring. At least that's been consistently good in the games. I've played 1 and 3. Human effigy, familiar looking effigy returns. Oh, so it's kind of like an ember, I would guess. Okay, so that's the effigies are the thing in this game. Okay, healing wares, various items used to cure poison and stores essential for evil. I do wonder how evil the poison is in this game. I heard a lot of things about the resistance stat in this one. I hear it's more egregious than in other Souls games. Okay. Okay, you know, I won't bore you all too much. Let's just go with that and body build. Yeah, it's whatever. I like that. We're really not gonna think too much about. Oh, like, why is this even a choice? I mean, I appreciate them, I guess, separating the wanting to be jacked and not wanting to be jacked, but I don't see why you would choose not to. Okay. Go ahead with the face. Alright. Yeah. Go white. Why not? I don't like these hair choices. That's wild. How is this the entire customization? Okay. Like extremely anime hair versus like that. Alright. Y'all, I don't know how to feel about this. You know what? I usually don't do this. We're just gonna go bold for this playthrough. I think that's the way. Yeah, this one's around. Why not? How's the beard? Yeah, I'll do a beard. We'll do a beard. We'll do a pitch black beard, because why not? Yeah, I like it. I don't necessarily have a pitch black hair myself, but I do tend to like it on my characters. Here. Well, I am really thrown off by lack of customization in this one. We're not going to do any tattoos, just going to be super basic in it. Wow, I'm really missing. Yeah, good enough. Good enough, why not? Well, now I'm looking at the bold. Never mind. I'm realizing that we might not find a wizard hat for a long time to come, given my own like unknowingness of what it actually is to come. So, okay, I actually should settle on something. You know what? Yeah, that's good enough. We'll just go with that. All right. How's everyone doing? This streaming thing has been interesting so far. Yeah. Wow. I'm not even gonna bother. We're fine. I think this is gonna be the character. So the story behind this wizard in particular, I suppose he is gonna be going to this Drake place. Yeah, he's going there to, let's say, I guess find a cure to being hollow. That's not hollow, a cure to undeath. Excuse me. Yes, we're gonna go with that. I have the meta knowledge of that being impossible, but nonetheless, we're gonna try to break the scape of possibility and try to cure undeath. I do not know exactly what it is that I'm going to find and whether or not that is even an option, but the guy's been tormented for a while with his inability to die over and over and over and over, as it is typical for the undead. And so that is the primer of his journey. We are going to go with that. Alright. Yeah, let's begin. Or well, should have... There we go. Alright.
All people come here for the same reason. To break the curse.
You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance.
Well, you never know. Go through the door and trot along to the kingdom.
But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
So that's interesting. I don't necessarily think that's true in that we do find enemies that are full of souls. In fact, we do find many hollow enemies that are full of souls. So that makes me kind of question the other games, actually, how canonical this is. Alright, and I'm sure this has been answered a million times at this point by the many lore people of this community, but I'm still figuring this out. I do not know basically any lore about this game, so this will be cool. That's kind of a twist, having 3 prophets, not 4 prophets. Is she a prophet? No, I don't think she is.
This is a limbo. a link between Drangleic and the outer world. Fair traveller, I know that you must have a story. Why else would you visit such a place? This lost, decayed kingdom.
I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, just looking for death, really, that's it. That's the quest. The quest is to die, but, like, in a kind of a final way. So, and without actually going hollow, because that would be really suboptimal. Alright.
You must go on a journey without rest. Well, I suppose if you find yourself at an impasse. But if your will is yet unbroken, then you may return here. To start again. With a clean slate.
Don't know what that implies. Can we just redo our character entirely? We'll see. Also, I just saw somebody join the chat. Hello. Hope you're having a good evening. How have you been today? Okay, well, a lot of getting laughed at. Alright. Okay, cool. Alright, we're gonna go up and just explore a bit here. If you are just joining, I have myself not played Dark Souls 2 in a real sense, so this is basically functionally my first playthrough. Okay. You know, should I just read? I think I should just read what this is. Okay, there we go. A warm, soft, shadow-like effigy. Use this item to reverse hollowing. It is also weakness. It also weakens the links to the other worlds, preventing invasions and most cooperation. Interesting. Peer closely at an effigy, and one begins to perceive a human form, but whose form it takes depends on the person looking. Okay, maybe this is not like an ember. I sure thought it was, but I guess it depends. We'll see. Alright. Enough of that. Let's keep exploring. Alright. Ooh. Did I just come from here? I think I did. Wrong door then. My apologies. Okay. Alright, the vibe is similar to Dark Souls 1, much more than Dark Souls 3 for sure. Okay. I was hoping to talk a bit about Ian Bogust's procedural rhetoric while we're here. I try to find a way to fit that into the discussion. Wow, this is... Can I do anything about this? Oh, it's sick. Well, that's new. Not had to use multiple swings on items like that before in these games. Got a nice cup of tea. Alright. Very nice. Alright. I'm gonna sit down for a second. So we already have travel unlocked. That's cool. I absolutely love how these games just throw random graves in every environment you find. Especially Bloodborne. I mean, Bloodborne is just exceptional in that sense. Just having graves, like, actually, like, getting in your way, like, in regular Londonish streets. Which, I don't know, I think it's just kind of awesome. Don't really get to see that in most media, for sure. Okay. Yeah, there's another one. Oh, wait, is this? Okay. Oh, it doesn't look hollow to me. Probably is. Okay, let's try the soul arrow. That's right. Just like falls into ash over my body. That's kind of metal. All right. also simple enough so far. Yeah, no, Dark Souls 2, yeah, completely, yeah, easy game. 0 deaths so far. Yeah. Alright. Just appreciating the environment for a second. You know, I really want this to be a kind of a long quest, which it will be. I mean, we're playing Dark Souls 2. I believe I'm going to be able to talk more as the game, as my experience with streaming continues, and hopefully, with y'all being a part of this journey, you'll also be able to appreciate the progression at a time. Okay. Yeah, streaming is so different to the essay medium, where usually I have all the time in the world to actually plan out my scripts and talk about, really be very intentional about what it is that I'm hoping to discuss. But here it's already been mostly improvisation. I think the closest experience to streaming for me would maybe be DMing, if I'm being honest. Oh, yo, is that... The gravestones are tutorials, need them. Oh, thank you, man. Oh, I appreciate you joining. Oh yeah, backstab. Oh, what? Oh, that's cool. Okay, I didn't know you could just backstab in this game. Nice. How's your day going? Yefat? Is that how you say your name? I apologize if I mispronounced that. I saw your comment on my post earlier about Dark Souls 2. Happy to have you here. Use item. Sick. Live jam. I sure hope we get Estus in this game. I would be quite unfortunate to just use single consumables. Okay. Can't become an egg. Alright. Okay. Oh, fuck. Classic. Okay, it just happened. Alright. There we go. Alright, well that was it. Dark Souls 2 for you guys. Yeah, I'm dead. Will not be coming back. That was yeah, that was it. Okay, no, okay. So, 1, I don't have a counter for how many times I've died, although maybe I could find a way to install one. And wow, feeling Rasputin-esque. Yeah, wow. Okay, 1 second. I'm doing good, can stay long. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, the stream was gonna start sooner. I was gonna say for a second that, like, oh yeah, it was actually just, my stream time got thrown off or something, but in all reality, it took actually 6 hours to set up the audio. It was a maddening process. Yes, that was. Oh yeah, Damien can confirm. He's in the chat. He was helping set up everything earlier. I just tried to stream it originally on the Xbox, and then just none of my microphones would work. That was really strange. Just like not a single one. Tried everything, and yeah. Oh man, it kept getting worse after that. We tried all kinds of tricks. Tried joining through Discord calls. Doing well, whatever. Actually, you're not here to talk about the materiality of the stream. I will just say that it would have happened sooner, and next time it will happen on time. Everything that led to the stream being delayed should not happen again, and the issues that led to that should be forever fixed. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, in a way, this is a kind of a very experimental first stream. I suspect we are gonna. It's only gonna go up from here. In fact, I don't see why it wouldn't. Okay, yeah. Sure hoped I was gonna be able to get through Dark Souls 2 with no deaths, but oh well. Sure thought I pressed climb. That's alright. Hey, okay, nice. Glad I can slide down. That's always a pleasure. I didn't need to do that. That was just a totally waste of my time, huh? I could have just gone through, whatever. Well, let's try this other way. Alright. What they saying? Wield right weapon with two hands? Really? Classic, okay. Oh, I like that. That's neat. Wield left weapon with two hands. Oh, I see. Alright. Oh, is that... Do I just have like a set amount of spells? That's kind of cool, actually. That's really cool. I'm really excited to use that. That seems like a more manageable system than having to deal with multiple Estus flasks, like mana and healing Estus flasks like we did in previous games. I'm kind of hyped for that. I'm really counting on this game having a vast variety of spells, because otherwise I think it would be kind of unfortunate starting a wizard playthrough, so we'll see. While falling back, plunging attack. Kind of rhymed, actually. While falling, plunging attack. Okay. Understood. With a shield equipped, parry, repel enemy attack. Kind of confused. You can do it with RT? Alright. I don't know what that implies. What do you mean guard break? What? Alright, we're gonna figure that out. Yeah. All we have is time, so might as well. So at this point, the way I'm interpreting this is the wizard is, I guess, just not wanting to live a normal life for some reason. You know, actually, with most Souls games, there's this kind of strange factor of you can't really do anything but the... Of course. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so that's 2 deaths at this point. Okay. I'm going to return back to that point just in a second. I just saw a message in the chat, excuse me. Would you say you're more a speedrunner or a completionist? I think with the Souls games, I've found myself to be a speedrunner, but I think that speedrunner is kind of an extreme term. It's more like get through this and say that I've completed a Souls game. And then on the second playthrough, I might do something similar, but in hopes of getting a new kind of weapon or something. So, yeah, I wouldn't really call myself like speedrunner, but I think more so that than a completionist. Although this time around, I actually would like to change that, because it feels like in being able to stream, I can justify spending however long I want on this game, so that's kind of exciting. Okay, while dashing... Jump. Okay, well, that makes sense. I was holding B and I pressed B like I would in Dark Souls 3. Okay, so... Wow, that's very consistent and easy. Alright, let's try it. That's... Wow, okay, well, I'm cool with that. Ember Herb. Y'all want to read this? Are we that kind of stream? Are we going to read every item description? We'll see. Also, I just saw somebody joined the the chat. Looks like there are 6 people watching, whoever it is. Hello, hope you're doing well. How was your day? I am just, playing this for functionally the first time. Okay. We're gonna read over this amber herb. An annual herb with an amber color so deep it gives the impression of luminescence. Restores a small number of spell uses. Oh, well, I guess definitely going to be using that as a wizard. It is the mistaken belief of many that the flowers of this herb do not blossom. However, small white flowers do blossom during dusk when the moon is visible. Great, okay. I like the way the menu displays your character on the side. That's actually a really nice quality of life improvement as opposed to having everything just like on top of your character. Although it does kind of shift the camera in a slightly odd way. Okay, so it seems like that whole path was not really that useful to us. So let's just go ahead and keep exploring. Ooh, that's cool. Man, I just saw a meme, like looking up Dark Souls 2 memes for the community post. Something about 2 trolls guarding the gender-changing coffin. I'm assuming that's the gender-changing coffin that was in question. That sure looks like a troll to me. And at some point might try to analyze the bodies of monsters as we play. But, oh yes, so I was earlier trying to make a point about... that's a statue, that's cool. Okay, our path is blocked. I was trying to make a point about how I think it's sort of fascinating that when we are undead in these games, we are still kind of bound to this very particular quest. We never go on any kind of other... I guess we don't have any way of experiencing the game outside of the quest of the game. Even though there is this open world element, we're still never really free to be free of the quest. No matter what we're doing, we're kind of bound by the framework of the quest. And I don't know, I guess I'm thinking about how we can really interpret that for, I guess, the game's argumentation, because it does give you the sense of freedom while at the same time making you still very trapped by the overall structure of a quest. Because you would expect that you'd be able to do anything if with literal undeath, that you could go out and do whatever you like, but instead we're bound. Be wary of beast. Horse. I mean, I like the sound of that. Let's see this horse. Years back, I remember watching a Wisecrack video, and it was my first exposure to Dark Souls, and the Wisecrack video was talking about Dark Souls 2 in particular, and the argument was that these kinds of openings throughout the game are symbolically vaginal, where we are in fact stepping out into the world from a kind of a womb in a way, as signified by that arch shape. Well, that was a very interesting video by Wisecrack. I suppose that's a very much an interpretation you can have, but certainly don't have to. I certainly know some people that would totally love that interpretation and would really go to town with that Freudian reading of Dark Souls 2, outside of just Wisecrack. Anyway, oh my gosh, wait, what am I? I'm getting lost talking. Excuse me. That's gorgeous. Wow, I really like that. It feels like this sort of view would be saved for later in the game, given how Dark Souls tends to sort of torment you usually in the beginning, forcing you through hell, and then freeing you by the end. But this is a very pleasant surprise. I like that. Okay. Love the ruins. This is new. I'm gonna try to be a completionist during this run. I often give myself the luxury of not having to actually complete start to finish. I've finished Dark Souls and stuff, but I don't explore every single plot line I possibly can. But I'm really gonna try to be intentional with it, and I will ask that you all, if you can, try to help me with that, because I don't know where to go or what it is that I'm missing, and I feel like with you as my audience, I might actually be able to do that. Also, I can see there are still 6 people in the stream. I know. Oh, well, actually, hello, 7 people in the stream. Please, yeah, please get comfortable here. We're just, yeah, going through Dark Souls 2. How's your day going? You know, I'd love to try to engage with you guys. Very curious who actually watches. Oh my gosh.
The way you're under is all blocked up, you see, by this god-awful statue. Heavens above. Who thought it a good idea to put it there? I'm in quite the pickle now.
What are Irish people doing in Dark Souls? No, I'm just kidding. But well, that's interesting.
That statue gives me the willies. Stare at it for long enough, it starts to look alive.
All right.
It just doesn't seem quite right. There are no craftsmen around these parts. Hey, you don't think a real live person is turned to stone, do you?
Okay.
See that statue?
All right. Enough of that. I do love the Moonlight Greatsword. I don't know if that's something I could ever use in this game, but I really like the design in this one. Does anyone know if they have the Moonlight Greatsword in Sekiro? I know they have it in all of their games. I would expect they would there too as well. I didn't even think as I opened that. That may not have been wise. Ooh. Wow, I like that thing. That thing is cool. The belly is actually so grotesque. Something's telling me it does poison damage. I don't know, just something about that design. Maybe the glowing green bone club. Oh man, I wish we had binoculars. I actually would really like to inspect that thing. Okay. Yo, who is this? Who's in the chat? Yes, it is in Sekiro. Sick. Hello, Dione Sandria? I hope that's how you say your name. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, well, I don't know if I'm personally ever going to play Sekiro, but maybe one day. We'll see. I started Sekiro a while back. That was an interesting experience. I don't think I personally mesh very well with the, I guess that kind of like aesthetic of it, but I don't know, maybe I might be swayed to it. I like Knights. I like the Victorian era of Bloodborne. But yeah, not quite into the Sekiro aesthetic. But you know, maybe one day it'll change and I'll still play it. Okay, looking at more messages here. But just a boss can use it. Oh, interesting. Okay, well that's. I guess they had to put it there. I would expect it's also in Elden Ring then. It's probably way easier to put it in there. And sorry, back on the topic of this particular game. All right, excited to hopefully unstone this person. Yeah. All right, cool. Well, we'll probably be back later here. Is there someone else here? Classic. All right. I like that thing. I think the fucked up grin and that horrifically extended belly. I don't know, just delightful design. I kind of want to just look at it without the lock-in, because it feels like the lock-in prevents me from actually like examining. Alright, let's see, can I backstab you? Wow, okay, I did that to myself, didn't I? Alright. How much help do you want? Oh, thank you for asking, Wifet. I guess, man, I mean, honestly, hard question there. Once this game was not really ruined for me, but it was certainly made worse by having a lot of help from a friend who basically beat most of, like, yeah, I think like the first third of the game for me, and that just made it so that I just couldn't really process what was happening. It didn't feel like anything I was doing was my own. I didn't understand what was happening, and so as a result, I just didn't get to really engage with the game in a way that you're supposed to with the Souls games. The whole feeling of personal accomplishment was just not there, and even though it was kind of fun having a friend join me in that endeavor, it still was not nearly as I guess immersive and all that as it could have been as a result. So to answer the question, I suppose if there is something that I'm doing that is like mechanically frustrating, or if there is something that I'm trying to do that's halting the progress too much in a way that's irritating to you guys as viewers, if there's somewhere you guys would want me to go or anything like that, I would like you to say something, but I guess I wouldn't like any kind of direct, explicit spoilers about where the game is going to be going or where it's taking me. Like, I feel like you guys would probably know what I should know and what I shouldn't know, just given that I think that those of you who are going to be giving suggestions have already played Dark Souls 2, and so would probably know what would be and what wouldn't be a good thing to share with somebody just starting it. Because I do want to have sort of an authentic experience of getting to figure out the game myself, but I guess I do appreciate a little bit of help. Yeah, just up to your discretion. I don't want to give any explicit spoilers. So, yes. We have quite a bit more players here right now. Not players, sorry, members in the chat. Hello, everyone. I hope y'all are having a good evening. Anything y'all are doing today, or just have been enjoying lately? Any new media or films you'd be able to suggest? I just watched Avatar 3. That was fascinating. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't know how many of y'all have seen it at this point, but yeah, just curious what everyone's watching at this time. And so feels like in talking to the chat I can't really engage with the game as much as I would like to. So let me get back to the game here for a second.
Hello there. Welcome to my shop. I'm Morlin, and I sell armor.
Oh, good.
Sorry, Please do have a look at my wares. I could really use the business. If you'd be so kind.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, sounds good to me. Let's see what he has. Interesting. Actually, this is the kind of thing I would like help with. Does wearing armor at all inhibit my... Or, sorry, I think inhibit is the right word. Inhibit my ability to cast spells for the playthrough? Is it the kind of thing where wearing armor like messes you up long term, or can you just wear whatever? Also, getting more people in the chat. Hello, y'all. Tempted to get one of these helmets. Oh yeah, I might go back to this guy later. Let's talk a little bit more.
I came from the west, from Volgan.
Volgan, interesting.
Have you been there? It's a lively place, vibrant, trade.
Definitely not been to Volgan.
Very competitive, of course, and you have to grease the wheels to get anywhere. But I didn't have the funding for that, so I left home in hopes of striking gold.
Yes, cars in Volgan confirmed.
Since then, and I've made very little headway. I don't even know why I'm still here. Everything's all run down and dying. It's terrible for business, really.
Okay, Wi-Fi, thank you for saying, no, you can't wear whatever. Understood. Alright, yeah, I guess we'll not be buying anything from you, man. Sorry. I guess suffer and die? Question mark. No, it doesn't affect your spells, but there is a stat that does. Okay, so thank you. How do you spell? Danisandria. Sorry, I'm still getting used to all the names. Very happy y'all are here. Again, seeing more people are joining, please, get cozy. Just doing some Dark Souls 2. Functionally, first playthrough. Okay. Yeah, let's open that. Sick. Oh, that's still a thing. Well, glad that's the Titanite shards are still around. I do quite enjoy the not at all ominous bloodstains inside this man's building. I wonder if this is like actually his house or if he just like is staying here. This does not look like a place this wizard would want to live. And what's up with the bloodstains? Okay, this is concerning. We'll be on guard. Okay. Personally, a little shocked there haven't been any like boss fights or anything just yet. It doesn't feel very Dark Souls like. Oh, this guy looks cool. Wait, what's she doing?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Just help me open this door. I packed my tools in here, seeing it was vacant. But now somebody's gone and locked the door.
Is this game's Andre? No, I asked him if I could just like open it there and then. I should probably talk a little bit more.
I'm a blacksmith.
Figured.
I'm nothing without my tools. Bring me that key. Chop chop.
Understood. Okay, well, literally could be anywhere in this world, so don't know if I'll be giving that anytime soon. We'll see, though. Something about the architecture here is just compelling enough to draw me in. Okay, what is this? Holy wow. That's a hell of a statement just there. 708,380,846 deaths. Did that change just now? It did. Wow, a lot. Cool. Don't think I can use this to necessarily measure my own deaths, but that's good to know.
You're undead, aren't you?
Yeah.
You have that distinct scent, the smell of irreversible fate. This is Majula.
Majula, cool.
It is a kind of settlement. A place where life is almost normal. And in Drang Lake these days, there are very few places like that.
Drang Lake. I keep forgetting the name Drang Lake. Drang Lake. The Drang Lake. Cool. Okay. The rhetorical function of just having this like massive like death pedestal is, no, I guess seems like it's just a big statement on you're going to die, and just having this crestfallen knight right there and there. Yeah, it feels like we very much communicates what to expect from the rest of the game. The letters are worn beyond recognition. I guess the implication there is that if there was a death count back here, and there probably was supposed to be one here, so it could be just double what it is currently. Love that. Oh, yo, hello, YFAT. If you play offline, it will show your deaths. Oh. Well, that's convenient. Do you know if it's the kind of thing where I can eventually go offline and see my deaths, or do I have to have played? Should I have played offline the whole time? Also, a friend of mine would get quite upset if I didn't mention that this is a very phallic structure, and that we can probably read into that somehow. Although that's not my area of expertise. I don't know, having the giant phallus with a fucking massive death toll. We'll think about that. We'll come back to this reading. Okay, oh dear. Alright. Man, what an optimistic environment already. Thank you whoever wrote this message. That's sick. Alright. Just more farming.
Are you the next monarch? Or merely a pawn of fate? Bearer of the curse. I will remain by your side, till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey.
I should count previous deaths if you wish later. Should. Okay. Cool. Thank you, wife.
Like what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul.
Neat. Oh, sorry. Oh, sick. Okay, is this the Firekeeper?
Bearer of the curse, seek misery. For misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls. You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and pallid.
So, alright guys, let's fetishize our suffering. We're gonna seek greater and greater misery.
The four endowed with
For some
immense
reason.
souls. Their souls will serve as beacons. Once you have found them, return here to me, so that hope will not fade away. Bearer of the curse, seek the king.
Okay,
lest
yeah.
this land swallow you whole, as it has so many others.
I think I should just settle this again. I went past all her dialogue there and felt like I just heard her repeat herself, so I think we're good with that. Alright. Ooh. That was a very crisp bonfire. Wow, I like that. Can't do it again? No, it doesn't. Not the same. Okay. Is there anywhere I can level up, or should I have found the spot to level up? Am I supposed to level up with the Firekeeper? That's what I was expecting initially. I mean, I'm assuming she's probably not the Firekeeper, but that just feels like what I should be calling her given the history of the Dark Souls 2. Also Dark Souls 1 and 3, I mean. Whatever. Touch bloodstone. Sure wonder what happened to that man. Alright. Yo?
Oh, undead, are we? And one with that much
I didn't know that it was actually just like a thing that happened in Dark Souls, just cats in multiple games talking. Cool. Alright.
Not exactly the time to be chatting with a cat.
I'm seeing more people joining the chat. Hope y'all are having a good
Suit
evening.
yourself.
Just doing some Dark Souls 2.
Oh yes, you may call me Shalqua. Enchanté. So, what did you want anyway? Ooh, you smell wonderful.
Interesting. I don't have anything particular I want to buy just yet. Would y'all recommend I buy something right away? Is it going to be a while before I can level up elsewhere? No, I'll just look around before anyone answers.
Nothing suited you, I presume.
And okay,
Well, that's
you level up the woman you just talked to. Okay, I'm gonna go back to her then. I probably missed something, I'm guessing. So that should probably be quick. Alright. So I'm still trying to figure out the whole like speaking and playing at the same time element of streaming. I am hoping to talk about again, procedural rhetoric for this time around. Maybe talk about the argumentation that's embedded inside of just the processes to which Dark Souls 2 is making us engage in. And so far, I guess here's one major one is that we are expected, to go out into the world and perform tasks of increasingly greater complexity, or I guess difficulty, in hopes of one day being able to do even more complex tasks for seemingly greater rewards. That seems to, I mean, very much mirror kind of how we tend to sort of run our society in a way. At least I've seen several readings at this point of Dark Souls as a kind of a capitalist allegory. So there's that. I don't have too much more to say in that regard, but I might bring up that point later. I'm assuming I should level up intelligence just as a mage. So whether or not this was a mistake, we'll see. Oh, thank you, Damien. I appreciate that. Yeah, fetishize our suffering is the best thing I've ever heard. I was listening to, like, I think it was Zizek who talked about that with Peterson a while back. Just like in his debate with, yeah, it was a Zizek Peterson debate where that kind of idea was introduced to me, and since then I've been, I guess, more critical of the idea of like worshipping our suffering the way Peterson did. Anyway, not seeing too much around here. Oh, whoa, what is that? It's really uncanny and kind of weird, and they're pretty quick. I like the little oinks. Are those supposed to be pigs? You kind of have like a head crab aura. Wow, that's a lot of health. That's a ton of health. I like that I can't hit them because I'm too tall. Aha! No, never mind. We're fine. Oh, no. Okay. Fuck. I don't know how long the stream is gonna go. I expect maybe another hour at longest. We're just getting started with this journey. Okay, I'm not great at Dark Souls. I like what those games tend to say about the human condition, but actually playing them, this is rough. I'll get better with time. So perhaps this method is quite cowardly, and that's why we kind of tend to idolize strength builds. But I mean, like aesthetically, just as a wizard, like casting spells from a distance, just it doesn't have that like same glory of, oh yeah, I'm gonna have a giant sword and run in and just fucking slaughter everyone. But I don't know. I hope to one day get to the point where I can actually do something flashy enough that it's not just me cowardly backing away from enemies, which I guess what I have the knife for. But the knife doesn't really do anything. Wizard knife only playthrough. It's possible. We'll see. Okay. No clue where it is exactly that I'm supposed to go just yet, but I'm enjoying the exploration. I'm gonna eat a life gem. I mean, that heals kind of a lot. I was expecting like half of that. Also, y'all, is my health bar smaller now? Is it because I died several times? Is that better? Oh my gosh, actually? Alright, well this will be a cool game mechanic. Certainly an argument that being made there. Perhaps that we should suffer more in this game. I don't see why else it would be included. Okay. And I don't know what this wizard's thinking. Just, oh yeah, I'm gonna go out like into this world and I'm gonna just walk into a random dungeon and go down a staircase and expect what? It's like I don't have a destination. I am just wandering. Kind of honestly in search of a meaning, because I'm still really not entirely certain about my big quest. There are those oh, what is this? Magic is cowardly. That's why they have Gandalf. Give a sword to. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, Gandalf with a sword. It's alright. Yeah, seems like. Yeah, this kind of like essential. I feel like when it comes to, like, I guess yeah, magic aesthetics is the combination of like the physical and the magic, which I feel like the a lot of like modern gaming and just so much of our media has taught us that we should like kind of specialize in one thing, and that if we by specializing in one thing, we therefore don't really do other things. Like we see that over specialization like all the time in our I guess like in our jobs and all that, but it feels like that these things don't have to be necessarily mutually exclusive. Like you see the idea that like, oh yeah, the wizard is going to be extremely frail, and then the barbarian is going to be extremely jacked but extremely stupid, and it's just like, that there's this I guess min-maxing in a way, like that is expected of one's traits, and that one isn't like traditionally expected to be both things. Or when I say both things, like yes, in the example of the wizard, that the wizard is physically capable while at the same time also having like a scholarship on their side, which is why I think ultimately our academia is so disrespected, is because it feels like there is that expectation that academia sort of set for itself that one should just min-max only intelligence and just throw away their life and like not pursue like other worldly things and lock away themselves with books. Anyway, what am I doing here? Dashing ahead, but I like that. Yeah. Well, sure. Okay. Well, we're not going here. That was the wrong way. Is DS2 worth it for pure atmosphere gaming like DS1? So this is my first time, well, functionally first time playing DS2. I'm really trying to find that out myself. So far I am enjoying the atmosphere gaming element, and that's actually one of my biggest hopes for this game, is that I get that like kind of fun dark fantasy atmosphere no matter how many times I die. So far the atmosphere has been pretty on point. I'm enjoying the crackling of the fire and the feel of being in a dark stony dungeon. Yeah, definitely quite akin to Dark Souls 1. Yeah, it's I'm enjoying it. Yeah, let's just put it that way. We're gonna see if that holds up as the playthrough continues, but for now I would definitely say it's yeah. Let me just look at this. Would you say this is not like atmospheric? I'd say this is pretty atmospheric, at least for me personally. What were we just saying? Oh yeah, when I was writing the Hollow Horror essay, I was initially hoping to talk about the aesthetics of Dark Souls 1, but then the argument just kind of got out of hand, and we ended up talking about meaning and postmodernism and all that, and that really wasn't the goal initially, but here we are. So maybe with this DS2 essay, I might end up talking a bit explicitly about aesthetics, and specifically dark fantasy aesthetics. You know how they resurfaced in the meme culture recently? Like we've seen all those AI-generated wizards. That's sort of where the idea for a lot of this channel came up, was I guess, trying to capitalize on a wizard aesthetic to create a more engaging lens for scholarship. Because I think looking at somebody just sitting and like reading books in a modern classroom, and then looking at Gandalf flipping through pages in some dusty dungeon, those two are functionally the same, but one is distinctly way, way cooler. And I think that's exactly what I think like modern academia is missing, is that there isn't really a good aesthetic for it. And we need to kind of shift that and embrace a more interesting appearance for academia, and that's sort of one major element of this project. But besides that, I am just trying to gather some research on Dark Souls 2. So yeah. Okay, what is this? Oh, sick. Okay, we're entering a covenant. Well, should I enter? Yeah, you know what? Why not? I need some kind of meaning. Join the company of champions, Covenant. Yes. I guess so. I just saw this cool like rock. It was overgrown. It had very, very great ethos as a result. So yeah, I trust this rock. I do not know what consequences have just been set in stone for me. Didn't but we'll just have to live and see. Yeah. Also, hello everyone joining the chat. Hope y'all are having a good evening. What have y'all been playing yourselves lately? If y'all have had any time. I know for a lot of y'all the winter break just ended. Same here, honestly. So, yeah, what have y'all been doing for entertainment with the beginning of new semesters and the new work year? And if y'all don't feel like engaging with that, please just chill and enjoy the stream. Alright, man. I think there's just one more place that I haven't gone to yet, and that's been over down here. I know I've been sort of running around in circles. I would have thought would have been more progress by now. But that's alright. So yeah, this place, I don't know. This is slightly less aesthetically pleasing in just like how the patterns are sort of meshing together here, and I can't really tell what I'm looking at, but we're away from that. So yeah. Wish there was more like overgrown stuff in this little area. Ooh. I like that mechanism. Very cool. Just lever. I think the previous one was blocked off by a stoned body. Like a stone, as in like literally turned to stone. So that's probably going to be a theme in this one. I'm sure it'll probably be something that'll be able to turn us into stone. Alright. Oh, what do we have? Someone saying something in the chat. Do you have a favorite Souls game? Well, for me, definitely 100% Bloodborne. Bloodborne is just, I think, my favorite game of all time. It's, Oh, wait, do you mean a Souls game? Oh, sorry, you mean like in a From Software sense? I would say Dark Souls 3, I enjoy the gameplay way more. It's like, in terms of gameplay, Dark Souls 3 for sure. In terms of vibes, Dark Souls 1 takes the cake. It's just such a delightfully, like, dark fantasy experience like you don't really get anywhere else. And I mean that, like, what I like to do with Dark Souls 1 is I like to turn on, say dark fantasy music or the soundtracks from, like Conan. Like, try playing Dark Souls 1 with the Conan soundtrack, like from the original, like the 80s films. It's a really, really distinct experience. You, like, especially if you're explicitly trying to play like a Conan-esque character, there's suddenly this very, I guess, the vibe completely changes there. And Dark Souls 1 is just immaculate at facilitating that kind of experience, in my opinion. So I want to jump ahead over there and swim a little bit, but I suspect this game doesn't treat wizards as being able to swim, so I'm just gonna not do that just yet. Oh wow, I'm gonna fall off? I'm not. Hell yeah. People are coming and going. Appreciate the ones of you that are staying around. Here. Magazine Mosaics. Magazine Mosaics? Oh, right. Oh, that's... Oh, hello, comrade. Do you have a favorite Souls game? Yeah, what about you guys? I'm curious. What are y'all's favorite Souls experiences? I think that's a troll. Alright, so this is this wizard's first experience with a troll. Oh, and a random brigand. Die. Okay, cool. I think we can take him. He's very hippo-like. Kind of like the design. I was just looking at a video of like a hippo yesterday. Had those sort of like plates on their body. I don't understand what those do. Do y'all know what like the plates on the outside of the hippo's skin are supposed to, like, I guess, what is their function evolutionarily? Oh, hello, dislike button. How can a model academia embrace a cooler aesthetic, you think? Returning into wilderness? Well, I think one way we could do that in terms of making academia look cooler is, I mean, also just getting cooler classroom sets, especially like in colleges. I think maybe going towards, I guess, that more like dark academia vibe, because you look at people streaming those dark academia playlists, and like all they're doing there really is just aestheticizing like learning and making it like look cool. And the fact that like millions of people like watch those playlists and like get work done to those, and like there's, and they kind of acknowledge there's some, oh fuck, acknowledge that there's something explicitly cool about the atmosphere, to me says that the academic atmosphere itself should change. And while that might mean that it would cost more, the modern classrooms still take an absurd amount of money that could be redirected way better, but due to certain contracts in place, oftentimes colleges aren't able to buy gear from just, affordable places because they have deals with unaffordable places that facilitate all of their classroom equipment. Anyway, that was not exactly where I wanted to take that discussion, but yeah, anyway, I'm fighting a troll right now. I'm kind of zoned out. Is it a troll? It looks more like a cyclops. I mean, I guess a troll can be a cyclops, potentially. Okay. Oh, well, I guess there's that. Time to carve this thing with my bare hands. Okay. Okay. Wow, okay. That's fair. Alright, well, that was the troll. The wizard felt something in his soul as he killed that beautiful beast. Alright. Something in me tells me I should go upstream, where these people die. Oh, okay, that's cool. Well, that's nice. Alright. I see there are 10 people in the chat current. Oh, what? Do you guys have any favorite Souls games? I am curious, like, what everyone's stance is in their experience. Is everyone here just, like, watching this, like, loves Dark Souls 2, or are y'all mostly impassive towards Dark Souls 2? Yeah. Good shit. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. That was epic. I have one account watching this stream that I'm like allowing to spectate, so I can like see the chat. So it's really strange seeing the delay just on the screen as opposed to what's actually happening, because there's like a few minute delay, a weird medium thing. Oh, my favorite is Dark Souls 2. Hell yeah, wife hat. Well, I'm excited to find out why. Again, I feel like I've really been just predisposed to, like, not necessarily disliking this game, but everything I've heard about it just made me, like, think that, like, oh, you're not really even supposed to play Dark Souls 2 because it's mid. But I am very much interested in seeing how that's wrong, because, I mean, honestly, Dark Souls games are amazing in their atmosphere, their vibes, and if this is anything like the other Souls games, I honestly don't see why it could be that bad. Wow, I should be careful. Wow, okay, I guess I couldn't just do that. Alright. Understandable, that was my third death, you guys. That was a significant amount of progress lost. Lost a viewer or two there. That was unfortunate. Great suffering. And we're right back at it. I guess isn't that the whole thing on death? Just come back again and again. For anyone who missed this, the goal is for the wizard to find a way to die. That's yeah. I mean, like actually die, like not go hollow. So that's the quest, and perhaps maybe get some cool sorceries on the way. He has a very Rasputin vibe right now, but maybe we'll get his hollowing cured. Damien Chad 2009 says, "Why does everyone hate on DS2 so much?" That's to me. I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm pretty sure, from everything I hear, there's some weird stat things happening with it. Like there's some like resistance stats that shouldn't have been in the game. There's too many enemy placements that are unrealistic, or I don't fully know. Honestly, I don't even want to really think about it too much, because I think it's gonna make me look for negatives in the game when I could instead be trying to appreciate it for what it is rather than for what it's not. Okay. So we'll see. Oh, somebody just messaged. Hello, Michael Ernest 7341. Elden Ring is my favorite game of all time. I have finished DS2, but I like it so far. I haven't finished it. Okay. if y'all couldn't tell, I myself mostly listen to audiobooks, and reading itself is, I'm not fantastic at it, although I do listen to academic texts, and so read text. Reading out loud is still a struggle, so I hope to kind of maybe amend that in this play during parts of this playthrough. But in terms of Elden Ring, man, that's awesome. I have started. I've played a good chunk of Elden Ring. I think I got to Radon, and then I got to the Volcano Manor, and then I kind of stopped. So yeah, there's the big secret exposed. Media Wizard has not played Elden Ring holistically, and can't really make any arguments about it just yet. Partially because it's a massive game. It was around the time I went to college that it came out, so I just didn't have any time to play it. And honestly, it's been so long at this point that I feel like I can just play the whole thing again. This time with a build that I care about more explicitly. Okay, I'm gonna destroy this man. Wow, I think I have a bad feeling. I think I'm gonna die again. This isn't good. Alright, you guys. Locking in. Am I gonna get destroyed with the troll? No, the troll is still far away. Alright, no, we're fine. Yeah, well, we'll see about Dark Souls 2. I'm quite interested in what it has to say. Everyone says it's amazing in my comment sections, and that makes me think that there's substance to that. But then maybe it is just like a big elaborate trolling attempt. There seems to be very I guess split discourse on this game. Okay. Alright, whoever's joining, by the way, please welcome to this DS2 stream. These should be more or less regular with time. I will try to make sure that there is some kind of a schedule that's at some point posted on this channel. The stream is very experimental. I don't operate in this medium usually ever, or watch streams myself, so I'm shocked that there's anyone here. I'm very happy you all are joining me on the journey. Wow, okay, alright. This is... No! Oh, okay, wow, that was... So I read a good chunk of an essay today, the introduction of a book called The Art of Failure by... gosh, what's her name? Let me remind myself. It was The Art of Failure by... Okay, I'm opening it up. Excuse me, you guys. I guess I don't know all my sources just off the top of my head. Jasper Jules, yes. So the key point in her essay has been, or I guess the point of her work was inquiring why it is that we even play video games when games just cause us to suffer. And I mean, yeah, the title, I guess, Art of Failing, is supposed to play on the fact that, most of video games kind of, indeed make us fail, and good games often are judged by how much they make us fail. And, if it's too much, then it's a bad game. If it's too little, then it's also a very boring game. And there's this perfect amount of how much you should be failing. And there's a weird division between other kinds of art forms and video games in terms of the pain that we feel when we engage with them. A lot of her point for this inquiry was that when we say engage with media that is tragic, there is a catharsis that we experience, like Aristotle had brought up. Had basically, I think, invented, to my understanding, the concept of a catharsis. He said that as we experience tragedy, we ourselves feel catharsis and can purge ourselves of the emotions of tragedies by witnessing tragic media. And so there should be something similar with games where we see this pain, and we should ourselves be purged of these emotions. However, video games actually create that sense of agony, which, you know, seems kind of counterintuitive because we are, you know, one would think that we want to be finding pleasure in our media, but instead we are actually actively seeking the possibility of failure and suffering, which, again, it seems worth the study. Again, I'm currently, I don't know, maybe a third through the book, and most of it is still situating this argument, but I don't know, it's made me think about the kind of paradox of video games and video game play. Oh my gosh, not again. Alright. All that to say is I find myself in a position where I don't mind getting too angry at this game as long as it's within a reasonable amount. Another thing she pointed out was that we kind of have this accepted and unaccepted degrees to which one can be a sore loser about losing games, and games even like want you to be upset, but like the way you display that upsetness kind of is, I guess has certain expectations and like etiquette to it that we need to, I guess, stay in line with. Not necessarily sure where I'm taking that argument there, but just pointing it out. And now let me check the chat. It's been a minute now. My favorite game is Dark Souls 2. Why does everyone hate Dark Souls 2? Elden Ring? Okay, no one said anything in the chat. Just had to make sure. Seems like my stream is a little bit behind here. Wow, my stream is really behind. Goodness. Okay. Oh, someone's spamming emojis there in the stream. Hell yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate y'all for joining me here. Now, slowly we're gonna make our way through Dark Souls 2. I am admittedly concerned about the what's it called? I'm concerned about what it's going to be like streaming this, because, you know, the whole point of this game is that you're going to fail again and again and die over and over, and then what? You guys are just going to watch that? So we'll see. I am not a fantastic gamer, but I do hope to find something interesting enough that you guys will find also interesting. I'm currently heading back because Michael Ernest 7341 says there is a bonfire across the river. Now this is a kind of a little bit of an intervention that I appreciate, because I don't want you guys to just watch me doing the same thing over and over and like pointlessly, because that is agonizing. Yeah, thank you, Michael. What a comrade. I will remember this contribution greatly. This is going to be a big collective journey of the wizard where we're in, through your guys' engagement and my own semi-competency. We're gonna get this character from point A to point B. Point B being maybe dying, like finally dying, in like not a hollow sense, and maybe finding some cool spell or something. So we'll see. Thank you again, Michael. Yes, and to everyone who's still joining the stream, hello. Thank y'all for coming over, playing Dark Souls 2. Yeah, again, basically blind to this whole game. I genuinely do not remember anything. It's been like 4 years and I've never even really beaten it, and a friend of mine did it for me, so just, yeah. I think I'm going to say that probably a bunch throughout the stream, but I won't say that as much in the future, hopefully. This is an introduction, I suppose, to the whole playthrough. Okay, wow, this is this what they meant when they said there's too many enemies in this game? What? What do you mean? Okay. Enough of that. What? No, get away. Gosh, okay. Wow. Alright, you guys, I'm sure glad there is a bonfire. Can I survive that? I can't survive that. I think that's been 5 deaths now. That was a hell of a thing that I just experienced. If I'm being honest, I don't know how I'm gonna handle that. This is gonna be interesting. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. The healing items. Yeah, I'm not gonna be using that for a minute. Do y'all want me to just take my time methodically and kill every single one of these people, or am I supposed to like run past them? I mean, I would think I'm supposed to kill every single one, but that also seems like that would be agonizing. perhaps I'm supposed to accept this agony, and indeed, fetish has my own suffering. We'll see. Oh, there you go. Okay. I kind of wish I had a shield of some kind. You know, recently I was replaying Dark Souls 1 for the Hollow Horror essay, and you know, having a shield, I didn't know how good it was because I didn't used to play with one the first time I played Dark Souls. That really changed the game. Like Dark Souls 1 became like so much easier, so much more like actually like enjoyable. And wow, okay, I thought of myself as kind of good. What? That was 6 deaths. Oh, you guys, this is a little embarrassing. We'll see. I'm gonna get to a good point of progression, and then we're gonna see how we're feeling, and then might end the stream. We'll see. Okay. Wow. I should say again, I've not really ever played a wizard myself. Wizards are still kind of a mystery to me. I never made a claim that I am like a great wizard. I am a beginning wizard, and I hope to in time be great. So we'll see. You can call yourself a wizard, even if you're not an old wizard, I think. And if you would disagree with that notion, I think a good chunk of my channel is going to be dedicated to proving that concept wrong. So, as I'm dying, I think I'm forced to reevaluate my own relation to Dark Souls 2. I definitely thought that this game would be kind of like other Souls games in that like I wouldn't be just getting slaughtered, but this is already proven to be a different experience. I'm getting kind of swarmed by enemies. I can't wait for my dagger to break because I'm sure that's a mechanic. Anyway, you picked up a small shield earlier. Yo, Wi-Fi, thank you, my guy. I appreciate you greatly. Let's see. Did I do that? Did I pick up a shield? I picked up a shield! I don't know when I didn't notice that. Okay. Unable to use this item effectively with present attributes. Awesome. We're not gonna have a shield. Wait, can I have 2 daggers? Is there a reason for me to have 2 daggers? Could I parry with 2 daggers? Is there a way that I can parry at all? We'll see. Parrying is cool. I like parrying in Dark Souls. It's enjoyable. That steadily decreasing health bar is a little nerve-wracking. I suspect, like if you all have noticed, my health bar at this point is much smaller than it was previously. This is an exciting thing. And is my hair worse? Am I actually just becoming like more and more decrepit? Wow. All right. Well, that's good to know. I guess I'm gonna try to weave around these individuals. Okay, just attract one at a time. All right, that was close. Sure hope my dagger doesn't break. Do I have a sword? Now that I think about it, longsword. I can't use this item, which tracks. I can use a straight sword though. If y'all don't recommend this, let me know. This looks good though. Okay. Wi-Fi, do you personally prefer like chill streams or like more energy in the kind of streams that you watch? I am still trying to discover my own brand in terms of what it is that I want to become. So I'm curious what people like to engage with in this kind of medium. It is strange being like talking to you guys directly as I'm creating content. I thought for the longest time the two being extremely separate from one another, but clearly not. Okay. So Yeah, no, earlier was talking about the failure essay. I'm going to try to find more ways of talking about that constructively as this playthrough continues. In some ways, I think that essay felt like the biggest cope I've ever seen, where somebody failed at a game. In fact, that's how they begin their essay by saying, "Oh yeah, I failed at this one game, and so it made me think about why we play games, and it's really about like the suffering and like the failure is inevitable and all that." And it did feel a little bit like the essay could completely be considered just a big coping for losing at a game, but also at the same time that it does seem to be a pretty sophisticated, like, massive tone. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep engaging with it. Oh, somebody's saying something in the chat. Yo, Michael Ernest 7341. Did you join the Covenant for the Champions by any chance? I like chill streams personally. Oh, thank you for saying that. That helps me, I guess, think about this content more intentionally. I did join the Covenant earlier. I think I already forgot its name. I don't know how people like understand Souls games like immediately as they play them. I think every time I've engaged with a Souls game, it's always been like I play the game and then afterwards I look up the lore video and it all makes more sense. And then I play it again later and it makes even more sense, and I begin to really get my own interpretations of what's happening. And I'm really going to try to have an interpretation that's being developed as I play slowly. That's my own, so we'll see. Okay. No. So I don't really watch streams myself, but I probably am going to start doing so now that I am streaming. Again, a major reason for me streaming is, in part, I do want to like have a reason to be playing video games like deeply, I guess. As of late, it feels like I have to be making everything like very research focused. Oh my god, I did all that progress over the past like 15 minutes. This is going to be a good playthrough, you guys. I suspect there's going to be a lot of pain to come, and I think I'm going to be a different person by the end of this. I feel like beating this kind of game, if this continues, if this kind of enemy placement continues, I think one has to find meaning in it. I guess that's ultimately what I'm hoping for. Maybe this will be my favorite game. I feel like if you beat it, if you get all the way to the end, it has to be my favorite, right? But I don't know. That might be just me reading into it. And my health bar is still growing smaller. Wow. Okay. Let's do this one at a time. Do you guys want me to just take my time with these and really kill each one, or should I just try to make my way on to the next location? Wow, I'm nearly dead already. Interesting. Earlier I noticed the enemies earlier the enemies turned to ash when they died, kind of like I would, which makes me wonder that these guys are hollow and the ones that I killed previously, if the ones I killed previously were hollow and these are just random dudes. Wow, I spilled tea on my couch just now. Forget that. Okay. Figure that out later. All right. Gosh, that's really suboptimal. No worries. Yeah, I'm just happy to be here. I will beat this game, surely, with time. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 6. So it takes 6 hits to kill each one. And there's, I think, over 10 of them here. So that's maybe like, 60 hits? like the backstab animation. That's kind of really sick, honestly. I think the other games could have done way more creative things with their backstabs. Okay. There we go. You know what? I should be trying that more. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. That's yeah. I should just be backstabbing them. That seems based. Okay. Wi-Fi. Sorry, I didn't think I noticed you. Oh. Okay. Wait. For some reason I thought I killed him. Excuse me. Wi-Fi. This game expects you to take your time and punishes rushing. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to internalize that. I appreciate that early advice from another fellow undead, and we'll take my time then. On another note, is it at all possible for me to regain my HP? Not HP, but yeah, like the health bar itself. I mean, I'm sure it is possible, but I mean, like, is it the kind of thing where I should be expecting to do it like relatively soon, or am I like already like in hell in the same way that I was in Undead? What am I saying? In Blighttown, cursed in Blighttown, trying to just make it out. Okay, awesome. So this was expected. Feels like that's going to be an issue a lot throughout this game. But that's alright. Here, we got another straight sword, thankfully. Okay. So, hello everyone who's joining the chat. I am just making my way through. One step at a time, trying not to get cocky. Would y'all recommend a shield for a wizard? Oh, no, please, no, not again. Okay. This is a very different, like, experience playing this. I was kind of genuinely expecting, like, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna, like, there's gonna be, like, a little bit of struggle, but, like, you know, it can't be that different from, like, the other Souls games. This feels very different from the other Souls games already. Just, the volume is insane. Like, well, this was a mistake. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? Okay, I'm gonna go through this fog. I trust this fog. Wow, the fog wall doesn't let me do anything. Okay. There was too much expecting vulnerability from a fog wall. You know what? We are just gonna go down and rethink this whole thing. Alright. Oh yes. I was just checking the chat there. Sorry, you guys. I am. Wow. No, the wizard is kind of culturally shocked right now. This is a very, very different experience. Kind of reminds me of the opening area in Bloodborne a little bit, but there, the environment wasn't just like this, like flat landscape. Where you could like kind of like go around and stuff, which I guess you can kind of do here as well, but I'm a little blind to it. I like that the dodges are good. I was expecting the dodging to be kind of janky, but so far I've been pleased with it. Okay, now it seems like I'm a little safe. I'm finally checking the chat. Human effigies are consumables that restore max health. Oh, that's okay. That tracks. Thank you, Michael. I like to use shields even as a wizard. Oh, sick. Oh, so you're a fellow wizard. Awesome. That's. I mean, honestly. Okay. Exciting times then. I'm probably gonna wait a little bit before I use one then. I'll just go ahead and. Maybe next time I'll die, I'll pop an effigy, unless you guys recommend that I save that. Is that the kind of thing where I should expect to find more? Or... I mean, sorry, that I should expect to find more quickly? Or is that, like, kind of a rarity to find an effigy? I mean, I would assume it wouldn't be too common, but maybe it's exceptionally rare. Oh, I like this. I like being inside of a big tree. That's sick. Gotta have those aesthetic overgrown skeletons. Now that this guy's pointing it out, I do wonder, what are the skeletons about? Why are the skeletons here? I have the little power to beat this man, so I'll do that. Oh, there's multiple. Of course. Should have guessed. It's alright. Okay. Alright. Ooh. Who is this? Hello. Crit multiplier. You'll get more. Some use them up really fast, others 50 at the end of the game. Welcome to the stream, Crit multiplier. Thank you for that bit of insight. That's 50 at the end of the game. Okay, I will go ahead and be not that sparing with them. That seems like a good thing to be using frequently. I recommend saving them unless you're really struggling. Okay, never mind. Okay, thank you, Wifet. Both of those seem like reasonable pathways. It's like two devils on my shoulders here, just like one saying, "Oh yeah, go ahead," and the other telling me that I will regret this forever. We'll see. Okay. So what? I feel like using one in the next time I die. I will use one. Well, maybe I'll wait 2 more times. I feel like I have enough that it's not too egregious. Huh. What are y'all up to right now? Are y'all gaming yourselves, or are you just eating food and watching me stream, or I guess, yeah, what's everyone's atmosphere like right now? I'm personally, I have this, man, the setup for the stream was insane. I think I learned a lot, and this shouldn't happen again, but that was, yeah, this suboptimal setup. Yo, Damien Chad, $5? Oh my god. Thank you, man. Really appreciate that. First donation, yo. Oh my god. Well, this is gonna be never forgotten and remembered. Taking a screenshot for myself right now. Wow. This is a glorious day, truly. Wow. Thank you, man. What can I do with that? I feel like, well, that's definitely going to go towards more equipment for the channel. I am hoping to get that. I guess maybe a better mic over time, and that could definitely go into the saving for that. Yeah, no, really thank you. This is a glorious day. It feels strange. Feels like I should like do a dance or something, but I also don't think that's I don't think that's anyone would want that. Okay. Here, let's destroy this man. Oh, never mind. You know, we're actually making progress. This is kind of sick. I just realized we are further than we were previously. I guess this is how it works. Just one step at a time. Yeah. Man. Okay. What are we looking at there? Alright. You know, Damien Chad believed in me. I'm gonna go ahead and not disappoint. We'll pop another life jam. And I'm gonna get right behind that man. Alright, nice. Get soul arrowed. Just once. Okay. This is good. Alright, you know. The wizard is Fuck. Well, never get too cocky, I guess. Yeah. Classic. Well, that looks good. All right. Hopefully we get a bonfire soon, because going through the horde of those soldiers again would be pretty horrible. Oh, I really like how how responsive the dodges are. It does feel like I kind of get the timing sense here. This is good. I was really worried that it was going to be like a huge learning curve like it was with Dark Souls 1. Going from Dark Souls 3 to Dark Souls 1, that was the rolls were very No, I am a fool. I am a fool. Yeah, okay. All right, you guys, that was crazy, right? Death comes for us all. Okay then. Okay then. Can I do it though? Maybe, you know what? The hubris, it calls to me. Maybe I'm good enough. Maybe I can just run exactly back to where I was, and maybe I don't have to kill them. You know, we have to all get that lesson, right? We have to experience it ourselves firsthand. No more fog wall. I can just do that. I can just run past these enemies because I've already killed them, and not feel too terrible. Yep. Stay away from me. Stay away from me, all of you. All of you stay away. You're going to make it. I'm realizing that those guys are probably not going anywhere. Gosh, no, stay back. Alright, we are just right back where we were. Damn, right before the door. Oh, really? Was right before the door? Okay, that was close. The path is. Wow! That was comedic. Okay. Okay. Oh, dude, I'm a wizard. All right. Man, those spells, they hit pretty good. I like that. It's quite a relief. All right, thank you, Crit Multiplier. I really appreciate the advice there with the. You kind of pointed out the door to me. I was sort of blind to it. I think I would have just stalled there for a second and not done anything. So thank you. I'm gonna go sit down. And man, I need to look at myself. Wow, this is not who I was an hour ago. It reflects the spirit just a little bit. I do feel like I have more souls now, and it's a little strange that in the beginning of the game they made sure to specify that it's like having souls that prevents you from going hollow, which feels thematically inconsistent with what has been established previously, but that might be a little too soon to say because that was just one NPC. And so far I'm going pretty hollow, and I have more souls than I've ever had, so seems to be contradicting a little bit. We'll see. Thank you for. I mean, yeah, I appreciate you not spoiling the bonfire crit multiplier. I think it's fine. It was right there. Yeah, that's all right. I did appreciate you pointing out the door. I think that did potentially save me. So all good. All right, buy something, anything.
Oh, come now, help an old woman and buy something.
Man. This is not good marketing. Terrible rhetoric. Never laugh when trying to sell someone something. Never evilly laugh when trying to like beg for kindness. Wow. So far, it's also kind of been a theme of people begging you to buy things from them, which I've not really had very much, or at least I don't remember very well from other Souls games, which I guess is peculiar to me. Okay, what do we have here? Human effigy. All right. I think we have like one. Ooh. Are there Estus flasks in this game? Okay. You're less conventionally attractive than before, says Crit Multiplier. Yeah, it's It's pretty. It's pretty bad. Okay. I'm thinking. What is that? Soul Arrow? I don't have Soul Arrow yet. No, I'm pretty sure I have Soul Arrow. I do have Soul Arrow.
Don't abandon a poor old woman.
I don't like this individual. They just has bad aura to them. That's okay though. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and witching urn. Y'all recommend anything? Do y'all recommend I buy anything? I honestly like. I'm tempted to just let you guys make this decision. Oh, you know, blacksmith. I could do that. That just feels like something I should buy. Okay, y'all can decide. Whoever says the first thing, I'm gonna buy the first thing. I think that's it's a good way to engage the chat a little bit. Yes, you can get flasks. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, thank you so much. Help that old woman. She's such a happy girl. Having fun, being hollow and stuff. yeah, for sure. You got one starting. You got one at the starting area. I got an Estus flask at the starting area. What do you mean? Wait. Am I completely foolish? Did I just not see that this whole time? Wow. Okay. Amazing. Okay, all right. So that's so there goes all my healing items except for this one Estus flask, which that's crazy. Life gems. You know what? Actually, I should look at what the life gems even are. So I'm getting kind of a lot of chat engagement. You guys are awesome. Thank you for talking to me. Oh, lifeless and key. Oh, you mean like I should buy life gems? Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Why not? Yeah, I'll just spend the rest of it on life gems. Let's do it. Okay, I got the key. So yeah, boom, life gems. Yes, confirmed. We are set. Yeah, no man, she's got really negative aura. Like it just like are her hands like radiating dark energy? Do y'all see that? Like if you look at her hands, they're actually like smoking with darkness. I mean, I don't want to. I'm not about like reading just like people by their surface, but this is concerning, I guess, at the very least. I will not harass this individual. I will leave them be. Okay. Yeah, all right. Let's keep going up. And honestly, I'm probably gonna start wrapping up the stream pretty soon. It is gonna getting a little late. I was planning again on having the stream start at 7 p.m., but it didn't. The stream didn't start at 7 p.m. The stream was 3 hours late as a result of too many things to count. But that's okay. Okay, so we can go up that door. Let's try this ladder. Yeah, actually, yeah. Tell you what, you guys. I am gonna play until I die. This is my last life, so yeah. Oh gosh. Okay. Suddenly, very aware of that being my last life. Okay, we're gonna go far, I think, or I'm gonna fall and die. I don't want to end on a disappointing note, so I'll try to make this as entertaining and as engaging as possible. So. She's friendlier than she seems. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, that wasn't okay. Okay, I take that back. That was not my final life. That's the final life comes in 2 stages, where you die once and then it actually starts. This is the rule for the rest of these streams. Is the final life is actually the life after you die. Yeah, that's it. Crit multiplier. I'm gonna be weary of looking at in the chat. Okay. Okay. That was comedic. You know, I forget that we can have these slightly comedic moments in this spontaneous gameplay. So exciting. The bait, yeah, for sure. Okay, wow. I'm curious. Can anyone tell me what these guys are? I totally understand if it's like a spoiler. I am curious if there is like a name for these enemies, because I mean, just referring to them as the cool helmeted ones is possible, but oh wow, I didn't even notice there was. Oh man, interesting. That's really interesting. You know, the final life is a weird thing, you know, because there's something in me that like still doesn't want to quit. You know, feels like it's Hollow Soldiers. We'll go. Yeah, okay. Thank you for explaining that. You know, yeah, the final life is strange. You know, we as we go Hollow, we actually kind of forget a little bit about what we said just a moment ago about final life or whatever. I think this is this is totally the final life for real. Now that we've died twice, it, as I said before, it begins after you die a second time, right? Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Wow. You guys, I am so sorry. This is this is quite frankly embarrassing. This is a great. I can tell this game is going to be really fun. I'm very excited to see how this progress is going. Like your thank you. Okay, well, thank you, Crit Multiplier. I appreciate that. So we're gonna do that again. We're gonna do that again because I just forgot what I was even saying. So anyway, there was something about a final life. Surely at some point I'll discover what a final life means. But clearly, as of now, I don't actually know what that measures. Final. Yeah, that's it. That's that's precisely. Okay. This gonna be very careful. I feel like the lock-on might just mess me up right now. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I remember there was a third soldier here that was concerning, but maybe I've been making that up. So this feels like it could be a boss fight. Could it be a boss fight? I really want a boss fight, you know? I feel like there hasn't been one, and there should be one in the first stream. Because otherwise, what kind of a Souls game is this? Oh, okay, I'm glad it didn't just die. Well, where am I now? Okay. So I didn't really need to kill the Hollow Soldier on the top there. Final life means once you're satisfied. Yes, sometimes that never happens. Yeah, that's true. You know, honestly, very, very well said. Yeah, that's exactly that's the final life. Fuck that. Damn it. All right. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna die from one hit. Okay. I'm going to not die from one hit. But okay, I will drink this. And yeah, you know, this is the most progress I've made amongst these final lives. Man, I just looked down at the chat for a second. Nothing happened in the chat, and I just hear the clinking of an arrow against me, or against the rooftop, and it scares me. It's concerning. Okay. Oh, I just made it back. All right, neat. This wasn't too bad. Gotta have that aesthetic tree staircase. All right. Interesting. Ooh. What are you? Oh my god, what? Okay, you know what? You know what, guys? I think that's reasonable. I think that's fair to say that might have been my final life. That was very much that was wow. All right, well, I'll tell you what. My spirit endures. I am gonna keep playing this game. In fact, thinking when would be a good time for the next stream. Let's maybe plan this Wednesday or Thursday. I'm gonna make an official community announcement soon, and maybe at some point I'll sit down and edit the rest of this stuff. Yeah. Well, and again, yeah, really thank y'all for beginning this journey with me. I am very, very much looking forward to continuing this. I think we're gonna have a pretty interesting adventure, you guys. So yeah, thank you all so much for joining me on the stream. And before I part ways with you guys, I think I will just check the chat. I'm realizing there's a pretty big delay, so I might not be seeing some of y'all's messages as I'm ending the stream. GG WP, yeah. I know what WP stands for, but yeah, good game, man. Thank you for your time. It's a great game, and always seeing others suffer just as much. Yeah, man, I for some reason thought there wasn't going to be as much suffering. What a fool! what a fool! I really had no clue that this was going to be the experience, but kind of feels like I'm playing Dark Souls the first time, like straight up. So that's sort of exciting. Yeah. All right. Yeah. On that note, it's been real. I am gonna hop off, and yeah. I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I'll hopefully see you all in this Wednesday or Thursday. And now to actually leave the stream, because I don't know how to use this. Wait. Okay, there we go. Gosh, I swear it's ending. I swear there's an end in sight, but it's just not happening. Okay, there we go. All right, good night. Cheers.